This is a retelling of Kentaro Miura's Berserk, looking at it through the lens of feminist critical theory. What is critical feminist theory? Feminist critical theory is broadly defined by the espousing of the belief that women are being mistreated by men. The proof in the pudding is that women are capable of proving this and writing down the proof, which proves not only that they are just as smart as a man because they're literate, but that their reasoning can be proven to be sound in writing, as we can see in old stuff from hundreds of years ago in some cases. A recent example in America, The Feminine Mystique, in which Betty Friedan says women are being shoehorned into a certain stereotype. But going back way before that, in Britain, Mary Wollstonecraft wrote A Vindication of the Rights of Women in response to some sexist guy's vindication of the rights of man, which is ironic because she wrote A Vindication of the Rights of Women because the rights of man appeared to be the stepping on of women. So that's the theory. So we all live in this world. This is our world. Here's our world. We all live on a planet. It's a big sphere in space. On that planet, people write things, as I was saying earlier. One of the things they've written is a book called Berserk. It's a cool Japanese comic book series, and it is for grown-ass men because it's about very serious topics. So you might get to hear the word ASS, or even read it spelled out by the author. Here's our heroine. As we can see, she's in distress. This is a terrible situation for her to be in. What does that mean in the context of feminist critical theory or critical feminist theory? What does it mean? It means that perhaps women or whoever espouses this kind of theoretical thing, maybe they have a point. Maybe it's not so good. Maybe it is kind of a monstrous world of rape. Maybe it's not just physical rape. Maybe it's a spiritual rape. Maybe it's the rape of ideals. Maybe it's the kind of rape that happens to your eardrums when people talk too much. Maybe it's just someone raping your time as they waste it horribly. But in this case, because we're talking about women, it's literal rape. And since it's literal, it's also figurative because we can think and we can write things down, which makes it like that. So that's one tie-in. Now, let's get to the good part. Our hero, our beautiful, wonderful, stand-up macho man, his name also so manly, Guts, because he's so gutsy. He is insanely dumb, but he loves a girl. And since he's so dumb, he loses control of himself, not just because he has to wear a set of armor that's magical and makes him go literally berserk, but like that compounds on the problem that he's actually just an intensely stupid man. But enter the girl we saw getting raped horribly in the last slide, Casca. She may have lost her mind from the awfulness that has happened to her because of the situation of the intense ignorance of, the world. But just her existence brings this poor dude back from the brink of losing his mind. How does that tie into feminist critical theory? Let's flip back so I can look at my slide. How about this? Women aren't equal to men. How about this? How about this? People bully people who they think are better than them because they themselves are insecure about their own inferiority. So, looking at critical feminist theory and Berserk, let's think about this. So, Guts is helping a girl, but really the girl is helping him because she's keeping him from going crazy. So it's really a metaphor for normal life. If women are actually inferior to men, she wouldn't be able to help them just by being there, even without her mind. If they were equal, she wouldn't be in that position because the things that happened to her wouldn't have happened to her because of her gender. So therefore, this actually proves critical feminist theory. Not that that would matter, because even if it were proven since 1792, or maybe since before time immemorial, nothing has changed. Because this manga was written, 30 years ago? I wonder why. Maybe because things haven't changed since Mary Wollstonecraft. But you know what? That's fine. You know why? Because what really matters is thinking. Because the reality is, if you don't think, someone's going to think for you. And if someone has to think for you, you're already you're already dumb, kid. Of course, that's what paying attention is for, but again, that's something the realm of fiction. It's beautiful, isn't it? I love it. That's why we write, because we're so smart. And that's how feminist critical theory and Berserk tie into the prompts that I was given perfectly in such a way that I get full points. Because I'm a smart guy.